Are we watching a Time 100 speech or the opening move of Hollywood's most calculated PR war in years?
Before I say more, I want to warn that I will speak about tonight covers trauma, so please feel free to step away if you...
Because Blake Lively didn't just raise eyebrows at the gala, she blew the roof off the building. She hinted at trauma, praised survivors, brought her mother on stage, and left everyone whispering about one name, Justin Baldoni. But behind the glamour, this wasn't just a heartfelt toast. It was a grenade lobbed into the middle of a legal firestorm that's already dragging in Marvel Studios, Taylor Swift, and the New York Times. And we're only getting started. But before we carry on with the story, make sure you subscribe to the channel and give thumbs up on this video. It all began when Lively was honored as one of Time's most influential people. But for what exactly? That's the question lighting up comment sections. Her profile in the magazine made vague mention of a 6-year-old donation, a move she made after public backlash to her and Ryan Reynolds' controversial wedding at a plantation. Critics call it reputation laundering. Supporters say she's evolved, but Lively took it a step further, using the award spotlight to frame herself, not just as influential, but as a survivor's advocate. The room applauded, the internet didn't. Because right behind the applause was a wrecking ball of contradiction. Lively declared that, for the first time, she had a voice. That one line set social media on fire. For years, Blake's been one of the loudest, most influential women. In Hollywood, leading roles, brand partnerships, creative control. She's known for pushing through her vision, even at the expense of directors and co-stars. So what did she mean by finally having a voice? Was it a PR pivot? Or something darker, like a veiled accusation? That's where Justin Baldoni comes in. The actor-director, known for his empathy-focused storytelling and Man Enough series, directed Lively in the upcoming adaptation of It Ends With Us. A project that should have been a shared passion quickly became a battleground. According to legal documents filed late last year, Lively alleged inappropriate behavior on set. Baldoni clapped back with a $400 million countersuit, accusing her, Ryan Reynolds, and publicist Leslie Sloan of defamation, manipulation, and orchestrating a campaign to ruin his reputation. The countersuit is explosive. It claims Lively used her leverage to demand creative rewrites and refused to promote the film unless her changes were accepted. Baldoni's camp alleges she weaponized private arguments, misrepresented on-set disagreements, and enlisted Reynolds to apply pressure from outside. And while the industry gossiped quietly for months, it was Blake's sudden shift into survivor mode at the Time Gala that made those whispers deafening. Then, enter Marvel Studios. Yes, Marvel. In a bizarre twist, Baldoni's legal team claims Reynolds used his influence at Disney to create a parody character in Deadpool and Wolverine called Nicepool, a tongue-in-cheek jab at Baldoni's Mr. Sensitive persona. Marvel lawyers moved fast, filing a request to be removed from the case entirely, citing the need to protect trade secrets and intellectual property. But that request alone confirmed what everyone feared. This drama is spilling out of Blake's world and into global entertainment's biggest empires. Even Hugh Jackman is feeling the heat. A longtime friend of both Reynolds and Lively, he's now under scrutiny for appearing too cozy with the couple during press tours. PR insiders say he may soon have to distance himself or risk getting dragged into testimony, but the real bombshell? Taylor Swift. According to subpoenas filed this month, Swift is being asked to testify. She's Blake's best friend, has had private dinners with Baldoni, and was reportedly involved in discussions about It Ends With Us soundtrack. Court filings suggest her input may have influenced casting decisions, or worse, shaped internal decisions that now sit at the heart of the lawsuit. Taylor's team is pushing back hard, but the judge hasn't ruled yet. And if she takes the stand, this case will go nuclear. Behind the scenes, the legal web is thick. Lively's publicist, Leslie Sloan, long known for keeping her stars untouchable, is now part of the story. Baldoni's lawyers claim she coordinated with journalists and allies to reshape the narrative, just as accusations went public. Subpoenas issued to former associates suggest a coordinated push to leak damaging material, allegedly including doctored emails and carefully timed press releases. The plan, according to court docs, was to turn the court of public opinion before the court of law ever got involved. One name that keeps coming up? Stephanie Jones. Baldoni's former publicist, now subpoenaed by Lively's team, reportedly possesses key communications showing the media war was planned months before any public statements. If those messages become public, They could flip the case entirely and possibly implicate third parties who thought they were safe. Meanwhile, the production of It Ends With Us sits in limbo. Test screenings were canceled, marketing halted, crew members are now giving statements under oath. One producer told the New York Post that Lively took over the set and steamrolled Baldoni's vision. Another insider described the energy on set as toxic and hostile, with Lively allegedly rewriting scenes mid-shoot and bringing in personal stylists and editors without approval. Still, Blake's speech tried to shift the spotlight. She praised her mother's strength and trauma survival.
She is a survivor of the worst crime someone can commit against a woman.
Revealing that her mom was the victim of a violent crime. She claimed the story shaped her womanhood.
My life was influenced most by my mother, sitting here tonight, Willie Elaine McAlpin.
It was raw, powerful, and personal. But to many, the timing felt too precise. Why now? Why with cameras rolling and People magazine mysteriously capturing only that moment? For some, it looked like emotional manipulation. For others, it was bravery. For critics, it was weaponized vulnerability. And the criticism is growing. Megyn Kelly recently blasted Time's decision to honor Lively, calling it absurd and accusing the magazine of caving to celebrity pressure. Kelly, not one to mince words, went further, suggesting Lively was exploiting survivors to rebrand herself in the middle of a scandal. And she's not alone. Feminist organizations are split. Some support Blake's new advocacy, while others feel she's co-opting real trauma for image control. Meanwhile, Baldoni isn't staying silent. He's filed an additional lawsuit, this time against the New York Times, for allegedly publishing a self-serving narrative without verifying claims from Lively's camp. That suit seeks $250 million and accuses the Times of intentionally framing Baldoni as unstable based on anonymous insiders with ties to Sloan's agency. The Times has not responded publicly, but legal experts say the paper may be forced to reveal sources if the judge finds merit in the defamation claim. And we still haven't hit the climax. According to court scheduling, both Lively and Baldoni are set to testify under oath in early 2026. Lawyers are preparing character witnesses, reviewing social media activity, and compiling internal production footage. Both camps are also quietly vetting documentary crews. Yes, multiple documentaries are in development, some backed by streaming platforms, others independent. Whoever wins the public narrative may win the case. But this isn't just celebrity drama. It's a case study in how influence, media, and personal trauma intersect. One woman says she's finding her voice. One man says she used that voice to destroy him. And trapped in the middle are friends, fans, and entire corporations, all trying to dodge the fallout. Because if Blake wins, it'll be framed as justice, survival, and empowerment. If she loses, the fallout could be historic. Lost brand deals, strained friendships, public apology tours. And for Baldoni, a loss could kill his career. A win could transform him from Hollywood footnote to whistleblower. So, where does this all go next? Will Taylor Swift take the stand? Will Marvel distance itself? Will People magazine face scrutiny for conveniently capturing one moment out of an entire event? And most of all, what exactly happened between Blake and Justin behind closed doors? That's the question Hollywood is still too scared to ask, but the court won't be.